Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me, Ryan118, and here today we're ready to talk about the second match in Celtic's Champions League group. It's the first home match for Celtic and it's against Manchester City this Wednesday night. Quick side note, guys, I just want to apologise for something that may be wrong with this video. This is like the first full video that I've used my webcam for, so it might be a bit laggy and jump at points, but I'll have it fixed for the next video, guys, so I'm sorry about that. Just enjoy the video anyway, and just once again, sorry. And boy oh boy, it's important that we put in an impressive performance. We're coming off the back of a 7-0 defeat to Barcelona in the last Champions League match. And Man City are coming off the win, that they got against Borussia Mönchengladbach of 4-0. Both teams have been impressive in the league. Celtic obviously unbeaten, Man City unbeaten. Obviously the argument is there that Man City are playing far better teams, and that is true. I mean, the teams we've been beating teams like Kilmarnock and Hearts and Rangers and etc. When Man City have been going out and beating Man United and good English teams. But I think we're ready to start off strong at home in this Champions League match. Now, saying we're going out to get a win and say we're going to win the match is maybe a bit extreme, because Manchester City are something else in a minute. Pep Guardiola has absolutely transformed that team. It's no longer like Manchester City. It's something extraordinary that Pep Guardiola is doing with that team, and it hurts me to say because I'm a Manchester United fan as well. If you didn't know, I really do like Man United. So Celtic winning Wednesday night is kind of double for me. It's really extraordinary. It's hard to say as a Man United fan, but he has really transformed that team. It's something else. They are dominating that league right now. They've yet to slip up. They're unbeaten. They're doing fantastic, much like we are under Brendan Rodgers. But obviously, if you Man City fans are watching this, you're just going to laugh that off because of the league we play in. But honestly, we have been very impressive at home so far this season in our Champions League qualifiers and in the league matches and cup matches. And I think we can put in a strong performance on Wednesday night. It all depends what we get right and what we get wrong. When we went to Barcelona, Rodgers played this 5 at the back. At first, I could see the logic in it. You know, those three going forward: Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. You're like, geez, it's going to be a task to defend. But I think 5 at the back, changing the whole tactic was just too risky. We didn't have enough men in the middle. When we were getting the ball away, you know, there wasn't enough options to pass the ball to. Everybody was at the back. We're just trying to defend for our lives. I think at Parkhead, you know, as intense as Man City might be going forward, I think we'll be able to, you know, with the fans there and it being at home, I think we'll be able to have much more of the ball, hopefully do a lot more with the ball, and I'm just hoping we stick to our normal tactic at Celtic Park. I don't want to play 5 at the back again, because the same thing's going to happen. As soon as we win the ball, we're going to try and lump it up the field to whoever's up front, whether that be Lee Griffiths or Moussa Dembele. And we're just going to lose, especially if it's Griffiths, because Griffiths is a tiny wee guy, so if he's trying to go in there to get headers against the likes of Otamendi or John Stones, it's really a no contest if he's trying to jump up there to get a long ball, challenging one of those in the air. Dembele's got a bit more strength, but when there's like 3 defenders marking 1 striker, because that's the only man we've got forward and there's no one else to mark, then it's quite an impossible task. So I'm hoping we stick to our own tactic. We've scored plenty of goals this season. There's no reason why we can't get a few balls past the Man City defence. But obviously we're not going to go and score 6 goals against Man City, right? But we've scored a lot of goals at home. We've showed good attacking intent, and I don't see why we can't show it against Man City. It all depends how much we get the ball and how safe we are with the ball, instead of passing it right back to Man City whenever we win it like we done against Barcelona. Now, obviously, Man City at the minute have been class in defence, class going forward, but we've got to take a leaf out of that book, because the defence has got to be top notch. Quite a benefit here. Kevin De Bruyne will not be playing on Wednesday night by the looks of things. He got injured against Swansea, obviously. Swansea were beaten by Man City 3-1 at the weekend. So Man City are coming off the back of a good league win against Man City, and we're coming off a 6-1 win against Kilmarnock. So hopefully we have some momentum going into this game. But I said that last time when I went to Barcelona, we had momentum from beating Rangers 5-1, and well, really nothing happened, did it? I mean, we went and we got absolutely, don't even know the word, shagged, if you like, 7-0 by Barcelona. But hopefully we take some momentum in. But as I was saying, De Bruyne probably won't be there, so it's quite good that they're already a man down. It kind of helps us, but they've still got so much threat going forward with Aguero and Nolito and everybody else have got in their team. It's just an all-round great team. And we've just got to hope that they make a few mistakes on the night and manage to get a few balls in behind their defence. And hopefully the striking is clinical. Hopefully Lee Griffiths is back in the starting lineup. He did return from his injury against Kilmarnock. He came on the pitch around the 60th minute or something like that. He came on and scored a goal. So that's good signs as always. Still got his shooting boots. Obviously don't want him to lose his form. He might start against Man City. If it was me, personally, I would play two men up front. I would want to play both Moussa Dembele and Lee Griffiths up front, and not just one of them. I think it just gives us a far greater chance of scoring than having just the one up front. Dembele and Griffiths have not managed to play a lot this season due to Griffiths getting injured recently together, but when they play together, you know, they're not bad. It's not like one is far greedier than the other, or they just don't link up at all. They've scored a great amount of goals already between them. Granted, a lot of Dembele's is when has been while Griffiths is out injured, but they've managed to score a good few goals between them this season. So if it was me, I would play the two up front. I would just play a 4-4-2 basically. If it was me, I don't know. The question is, do we play Patrick Roberts? Because right now I think James Forrest is in the form of his life. So I don't know if I'd play him or Roberts. Roberts he's obviously a good little player. He's a magic player, but I mean, his form since he came back from his injury, it hasn't been great. He's not scored any. He's kind of been iffy, and Forrest has been great. He's taken advantage of that, and he's showed the fans, he's showed the manager what he can do. But back to the point of Wednesday night, I think it is a game that we need to really, and even if we don't come away with a point or 3 points, I don't think it quite matters yet. It's the games against Gladbach, I feel like we've got to really do we've got to win hands down. That's the games we've got to win. But as long as we show a better threat against Man City, because it was pathetic against Barcelona, right? There's getting beat from Barcelona, and then there's getting absolutely passed about like a fucking sectional. I don't know what I compare it to. But they just absolutely played us off the park a couple of weeks ago, 7-0. It's quite you can say it's embarrassing, but to be honest, I expected us to get absolutely shagged. But I hope we show a bit more strength in every area of the field instead of just hoping that our defence can deal with it when they get into the box. Because if we do that with Aguero's just going to back of the net. And I really want us to play Craig Gordon because he's a far better shot stopper than Doris de Vries. I hate this nonsense that we are putting de Vries in goals because he can pass a ball. There's been plenty of goals that de Vries has conceded already. He really should have done a lot better and should have saved. The goal against the goal Kilmarnock scored in this the other day, it was a great goal. Take nothing away from the goal, it was fantastic. But de Vries' horrible positioning, he really should have done a lot better than what he did do. And then the two goals that Inverness scored into us, and one of the goals against Barcelona, the free kick, he should be doing a lot better. He saved them, but he was really weak at shot stopping. He's not even that great at passing. There's been plenty of times I've been at the games, and de Vries has nearly passed it right to the striker of the other team. So I really do think Gordon should stay a starting keeper, but obviously Rodgers sees a lot of faith in de Vries and wants to keep him in the squad. But I think we've got a greater chance of keeping as many goals out if we put the better shot stopper in goals, and that's Craig Gordon in my opinion. I know a lot of people might disagree because Gordon's had a couple of iffy moments this season, made a couple of blunders, but all round I still think he is the better shot stopper. In all honesty, I hope that it's hard to say because we're at home. You never know what can happen in a Champions League home match for Celtic at Parkhead. You never know what's going to happen. I have faith that we can go out and get a point. I have belief in our team to do well, but being realistic, Man City, the form that they're in, they probably are going to come to Celtic Park and take points away from us. We have had points taken away from us at home before. It's not hard to deal with. It's just, it'll come down to these games against Gladbach when it matters. But we need to put in a strong performance to take to these games against Gladbach, because we don't want Gladbach going, oh, this is fucking easy, and then boom, we're beating about 3-0 off of Gladbach. But I have faith that we can do well. Realistically, we might not win, but if we put in a good show, I'll be happy, and I'll walk away with the game thinking we've got a decent result if it's only a 1 or 2 goal loss. If you were wondering where the Celtic career was today, guys, kind of bad news. My EA access time ran out. So the Celtic career might not be back here on the channel till Thursday, which is gutting because it's doing fantastic. I'm getting so much support in the comments. I'm loving it, guys. Thank you so much for that. I've reached 600 subs. I got 100 subscribers in the space of 24 hours. I'm absolutely chuffed with that, so thank you a lot. Sadly, that will not continue Thursday. I'm gutted about that because the momentum was great. We're doing well, and I really wanted to continue on with it. But I'll be patient, and I'll just keep my videos on here about the Champions League and such. If you want to see a Champions League kind of match day vlog like I done with the Rangers game, then let me know. If you've not seen my Rangers vlog, it'll be over on the side somewhere. It's one of my most viewed videos on the channel now. Not like a vlog where I'm talking to the camera at the game, just like clips and that from the chants and the atmosphere, because I will be there on tonight. So if you want to see that, let me know. I don't mind. But this is really it from me just now. I'm on my. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe. Thank you all for the support recently, guys, and keep the support up. And until next time, I'll see you all later.